I'm heading out to, remember the guys with the Kubota M126X? Well, they got two Kubota 135GXs. And I got two seals in case I screwed one up. But there's like a, right in the side of the left of the transmission on the right forward of the left front or left rear axle. It's like a hole that, it's almost like they use the it's almost like they use that case on a different tractor and they just kept that case, and I don't know, you know, it looks like a speed sensor hole. It's a smooth round hole, and then right below it, it's got a threaded hole, like, you know, for like an ear on a speed sensor where it slides in and bolts in there. Well, they got two of them. Well, it was leaking like a sieve, and I went out there and looked at it, and I said, well, let's go look at the other one. Went out there and looked at the other one, and it just had this little rubber plug in it. So I ordered the plugs, then I got to thinking, why did the plug come out? I'm thinking the vent on top of the case is plugged up and it built pressure and blew the plug out. That's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna see if I can find that, but then I got out here, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get to it today. We got about, I bet, a good inch and a half of rain last night on top of all the snow, and it's just a mucky mess. I don't think it's as bad actually down here. Klamath Falls is terrible. There's just water standing everywhere. But get out here and I got a 680B backhoe. Got a 680B case backhoe that the boom's all screwed up on. We're gonna see if we can fix it to get it by another year or two. He just wants to run it another year or two. And actually the John Deere that's in the shop, once we get it fixed up, this guy here might buy that one. And then they'll scrap this one here. This old 680 is in pretty tough shape. You'll get a kick out of this thing. Half the teeth are broke off the bucket. They've had it up there in the rock pit. This is what they call D-heel. It's a long, windy ways on the way down, and I just turned this exhaust brake on. It works okay. I don't think exhaust brakes, to be honest with you, do a whole lot to anything over a pickup. You know, maybe to a pickup they do okay, but on a truck or something, don't seem like you don't even really notice they're on. Maybe if you get, maybe a little bit, but got another guy down here that's bringing me his 07. He called me the other day. He said his 07 Dodge, he's got a, yeah, I had that transmission out there 4 or 5 years ago. What the hell did I do to that thing? I did something. No, I put a clutch in it. I think I put a clutch in it 4 or 5 years ago in that pickup. Oh, it's an 07 with a 6.7 Cummins in it. He said something squealing there in the bell housing real bad, and I kind of tried to quiz him a little bit, thinking, well, when you push the clutch in, you know, thinking throwout bearing, when you let it out, no, it's doing it all the time. Huh. Kind of odd. Usually if you got a bad throwout bearing, you know, you'll push the clutch in and it'll start making noise. When you let the clutch out, and it starts making noise, and you know you got an input shaft bearing in the transmission bad. Well, I don't know if it's making noise all the time. I wonder if he's got a spring or something in that clutch that come loose and got bound up in the clutch finger somewhere. I don't know. Check that out. Well, guys, I don't know if I'll video the Kubota. There's usually about 100 guys out there around that shop, so yakking and telling jokes and stuff that probably wouldn't be appropriate on the camera. So, I'll probably just be back. I'll probably be by my lonesome when I get up to the backhoe. Okay, well. Approaching. I'm trying to remember where that road was that went up there. Muddy, mucky mess. There's an old D6 9U sitting down there. That's a 9U. Man, that'd be kind of a cool cat to get going. I wonder. I might talk to them guys. Those 9Us were good cats, man. Yeah, that's what that is. That's a 9U. I wonder what's wrong with that sucker, man. Still not a bad looking old cat. Well, how bad is this going to be? Or is this going to be one of those things where you look at it and you turn around and go the other way? Road's washing out here. This is wonderful. This is wonderful. Let's maybe, we're gonna have to put the interlock in, or what are we gonna do here? She's a mud hole now, I'm telling you. Well, you can definitely tell when you put that interlock in. Holy shit, she just starts climbing. I don't know if I'm gonna make it up there, to be honest with you. I don't know about this. They say the hell with this shit. How bad is it gonna be? This is gonna be the iffy spot where your ass end slides out from under you, going around that corner. Really impressed at how good this thing does. I really am. As long as we make it up here, going downhill, well, ain't really the easy part. Might be the scary part. Okay, there's that old Freightliner. Okay, puppies, looky here, we're at the gravel pit. And we're gonna need our boom, because we're gonna have to hold on to that. Let's see, let's get situated in here. Let's turn that diff lock off now. Probably want to get in here maybe like something like this. I'll let you out on that side, okay, guys? Ugh. Stay there, I'll let you out on that side. We dig Lake County. That one comes from Lakeview. I think I repacked the cylinders on the telescoping cylinder on the bed on that one time. Oh, phone's ringing. Okay, so this old worn out old thing here, these 680s, they had air brakes on them. They had an air compressor and an air reservoir on them. I don't know if you guys ever seen that. I'm sure some of you guys have, but yeah, these 680s had air brakes on them. Look at the gravel they got all over. These guys are something else. Okay, let's turn the PTO on, get the crane out. Am I close enough? Yeah, this thing ain't, I don't think it's gonna be that heavy. Pretty, isn't it? Looking down in the valley there. Ah. Oh. Let's go ahead and far, but might have to put some, I don't know. Well, I got a hold of it pretty good, I think. God dang it, we gotta get the cutting torch, cut this out to get the pin out. Darn it. Thinking maybe I might try to pick up on a little bit more, I'm not sure here. Get it straight, see it's leaning over. And maybe let's try picking up on a little bit more here, see what it does. I hate to get that pin out and something try to fall over on me. What if I go out with it? Oh, there we go. What are we doing now? Trying to see the slop. Okay. I seen a little slop in that pin. I think I can get her loose there, and I think we'll be all right. Okay, I have to get my torch out and cut that off. We got their welded on keeper off. mat at? I'm gonna lay on that mat. So laying in that shit. Much better. Alright, these bushings, what holds them in there? Really be curious to know. I don't think I'm going to be able to do anything unless I actually boom this whole thing out of there, really. What the hell holds those in there? Oh. Damn it. Well, guys, see, these bushings go up in there. I'm not really sure what holds them in there, though. Well, and I can't tell unless we actually probably get this whole thing lifted kind of away or drop it down. I wonder if we just get the pin out and drop it down, straight down. We're probably going to have to pull them hoses, though, right there, at least. This should go like this. Look at that end cap on that cylinder. Twisted out counterclockwise. What else? What else is a guy gonna have to do? Those two hoses there definitely got to come off. Let them sag down. And once you get that far, I think, well, these, no, this should all pivot through the center right here. Theoretically, anyway. That's my theory. I don't know if my theory was going to work very good, but the goddamn snap ring groove in the end of that sucker. They lost the snap ring is what happened, or the snap ring was working its way out of the groove or something. So they welded all that shit on the end of it. I took the lines off the crowd cylinder and then I just let it down, so now it's down. Make sure we got tension on that thing we don't want. Alright, let's shut the truck off. What do we got to do to fixie? What holds those bushings in there? Can we tack weld them in there? I could call old Jim there in PA and he would tell me right away what holds those in there. I think we're going to tack weld them in there in this old pile of junk. That's what I think we're going to wind up doing. Like he said if we can get another year or two out of it, we'll buy that other one. Or we might even buy the other one pretty soon. If we can just get her to get through this winter and get some of the gravel out of this pit, fix some of the roads around here. He says that's all we care about, and we'll scrap it. It'll go sit in the boneyard. So they don't want to dump too much into it. I said, I think we can probably kind of half-ass that thing together to make it work. If we tack it on the inside, that's what we need to do. We'll tack it on the inside. They just kind of, I wonder if they just press in there. I'm sure this is be a good candidate to be line board and everything. You know, it really don't look that bad. I mean, but I think what we'll do just to get them going, we'll just reach up in here. I'll have to lay in the mud here, but I'll clean this off here and I'll just put a little bead around it to where it can't walk out. Stick it all back together. Do both sides like that. Should work just fine. forgot I gotta weld the keeper back onto that cylinder. Let's see here, let's go up with it a little bit. backhoe started. Cylinder. I think that if I tried tightening this up, the end cap walked out so far. I don't know. Some bitch ain't got enough oil in it, I don't think, to make it go on up, lock in. I don't think this thing would make it around like OSHA or something. I think they might have a problem there. Yeah, I don't think it would pass all the safety standards. Okay. Well, that's kind of jury rigged good enough for now, I guess. Tell them to come put some oil in it. I'm going to try to tighten this end cap up a little more. Right here. Yeah, we'll see if we can. I think that cylinder's probably going to wind up coming off there and being repacked because that got loose and did that. I got in that dump truck to drive it over here to jump the backhoe off because I didn't want to fold all my stuff up. Son of a bitch will hardly move. The clutch is slipping in it so bad. Oh. All right, guys, well, that was fun. Not.